Well, shoot. Hello. I was talking about this release, and I just realized I didn't hit record. So what a way to kind of kick off this episode for this week or day. Excuse me. So with that, we're talking about one of the few bands that to me really define the U.S. power metal sound, next to Obsession and next to Savage Grace in the year of 1983. So, of course, we're talking about Jag Panzer. Of course, being most noted for having Joey Tafola, Mark Brody, and Harry the Tyrant Conklin. These three really kind of also help really personify the sound as well. But for the debut Jag Panzer EP, Joey Tafola was not yet in the band. It was still a four-piece, with Mark Brody being the only guitar player. So, with that, the EP was released through Azza Records, of course being under the same boat as Ironworks and Metal Storm, all being pretty much all related. Even Metal World Records and such, or World Metal is yeah. So they're all associated. So, and of course Jag Panzer being under Azra and Ironworks, and that they were definitely on the same under the same umbrella as Dark Angel and Overkill. Both these three bands were signed to the same label and released some of their really early works. Dark Angel releasing We Have Arrived through the same label. Of course, even Overkill with their EP. Now, Overkill were definitely more of a thrash metal band, but they definitely would have even some power metal sounds. But we're not talking about Overkill or Dark Angel. We're talking about Jag Panzer. So let's get into Jag Panzer. This is a debut EP. It's a 4-track affair, with both songs such as Battle Zones, Death Row, Iron Shadows, and of course, you have to love a song title, Metal Melts the Ice. You gotta love a song that has that title. You have to. So, with that, Battle Zones and Death Row are definitely the ones that kick off side one of the LP. So, with that, Battle Zones kind of starts up with the sounds of helicopters, like, and kind of giving you the image of some sort of battlefield. Of course, it's titled Battle Zones, and then it just builds up to a ruckus speed metal-esque song. About this is just fast, heavy, even at times even close to, not as much like Queen of the Reich by Queensryche, but it's in that same, category. It's more probably close to like, maybe Rapid Fire by Judas Priest, or let's say even Fast as a Shark, but not nearly as warp speed fast as that, but it's in the same, vein. It's in the same category. Then we get to Death Row, which is, of course, another sort of speed metal song, but it definitely starts off with a, Mark Brody with the crunching, guitar riff. Just strumming on that same string while Harry Conklin is just, just commanding every bit of attention with his words before the song builds up to being another speed metal song. Probably a little more on the Maiden side at times, but still is at times even similar to like Battle Zones. This is just rip-roaring, U.S. power metal style speed metal. So, with that, side 2 then opens up with Metal Melts the Ice, which is a very slow, heavy pounder of a song. About this, this is one where it also has a pretty cool, catchy chorus as well. Just, metal melts the ice. When the metal melts the ice. It just really commands every bit of attention. Just a slow, heavy, pounding, mid-pace, just in your face sort of track. But of course, right when the song ends, you then hear the sounds of winds. And then you hear the sounds of somebody's footsteps. Just pounding, 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 stomping on the ground with almost sort of force. Then you start to hear the rattling sounds of keys. Like he's about to walk up to something that needs to be opened up. And then you start hearing what could be a gate opening up. Before you then hear the sounds of this guard speaking almost very, monstrous, whatever. It's like, you can tell he's a very sort of, just a real big guy. You can tell. But the words that comes out of his mouth, in all the days of the sun, something like that. Before then just moves into Iron Shadows, which is the most maiden sounding song, but also one of the most epic songs in there, where even Harry Conklin really ends up showing more of his pipes. He's really commanding every bit of the listener's attention. Every about this song is very much, it's epic. Sure, it's got that underground metal sound, but that's what makes this song so freaking, it makes it so great. There really isn't a bad song at all, and this is just a great way to end the album, or EP. So, with that, this whole EP is filled with killer song after killer song after killer song after killer song. Every bit is just great. So, with that, of course he'll end up getting a new member named Joy Tafola. So, we'll definitely get into that. So, if you have heard Jag Panzer's debut EP, and at times also titled Tyrants, what are your thoughts on this? You definitely have to have some sort of comment. So, with that, this is Heavy Thrasher saying, I am out, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you on the other side.